My number one quarterback in the 2021 NFL draft is Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson has traits in this draft that nobody else has. Nobody else. He has 3 or 4 traits in his game that no other quarterback has in their game. That is not difficult to, or not easy to learn, is what I should say. It's difficult to learn. It's not easy, right? So, Zach Wilson has everything I want in a modern passing quarterback. Let's go through it. Zach Wilson, strengths. Arm strength is phenomenal. He might have the strongest arm in the draft. It's rather him or Trey Lance. Like I said, I think Trey Lance can throw the ball harder, straight 20 yards on a rope, but Zach Wilson can throw the ball harder from a multitude of angles. And this is something that Zach Wilson has that basically no other quarterback in this class has, which is the ability to throw the ball accurately, off platform, with power, with pop, from every angle, and from different platforms. Zach Wilson is very Patrick Mahomes type quarterback, which is what I'm talking about, modern passer, modern improviser. This is a player that could fit in any offense in the NFL outside of Baltimore. He could be in New England system. He could be in New Orleans system. He could be in San Francisco system. He could be in Seattle system. He would be a good quarterback anywhere in any system. He has phenomenal quick release, great field vision where he sees players around him on the move, right? What I'm talking about here is he is on the move, and like Mahomes, like Rodgers, he's moving to the right. He can see the player cross the field. He can make that throw. Not only can he make the throw, but he sees the throw. He can see things that not a lot of quarterbacks can see in the pocket and out of the pocket, right? I would say other than Mac Jones, he's the most accurate and he's the smartest, I think, out of these 6 guys. He's got very good pocket presence. One thing I'll say negatively is that he did not face a lot of pressure this past year. And that is interesting and concerning to me because he will in the NFL. But when you watch him play, you kind of believe that he'd be able to maneuver the pocket well because when he has to, he is good at it, right? Because he has that like Rodgers, Mahomes trait where it's like, okay, I'm going to like slip here and slip there and like I'm going to be able to throw the ball like sideways. Like that's what Wilson can do. And those type of players have that presence, have that awareness about them. He just has a baller quality to him where it's like this guy's a baller. Like he's going to, like every time he's going to come through and like make a wicked throw, make a scramble here and there. And guys, when it comes to his scrambling ability, he's legitimately fast. Like he's legitimately white boy fast, bro. Like he's got speed. He can scramble. He can take a read option. You can run the ball with him a few times a game. Like I wouldn't do it a lot because he's not big, but 4 to 5 times a game, if it's at the 5-yard line and you want to run a read option, he could do that. If it's 4th and 1 and you need a a little read option, he could do that. If you need a quarterback blast for 4th and 1, he could do that. Like he has legitimate breakaway speed and slipperiness and slickness to his rushing ability that is impressive. Like he's a legitimate athlete. I believe there's, highlights out there of him dunking a basketball. Like he's got legitimate hops and things of that nature. Like he's a good athlete. And I know that, he doesn't necessarily look like it, but he is. So let's take a look at some of his weaknesses. So his weaknesses, size, definitely is a size. I think most of his weaknesses, honestly, are like durability. Like, he was hurt for 2 years basically. And that's where I'm like, like, is his size an issue? Is his ability to just lack, like, injury luck? Like, maybe his body, because it's smaller. And this is why I say size is a skill. Because big guys can get hit a lot, and they take that pounding and that hit. And you even see with guys like Aaron Rodgers, right? Rodgers has been more injury prone than a guy like Brady because he's smaller. He's not as big as him. Like, he doesn't have the body. He doesn't have the lanky arms and, like, all that stuff that Brady has. Like, that's why Wilson has experienced more, I think, injury issues. Lack of competition is a little bit of a concern, but to me, it's not a huge concern. I put it on there just because I was trying to find 4 weaknesses. I really don't feel like this guy has 4 weaknesses, so I was just trying my best. But, like, here's the thing with lack of competition. A tight window to me is a tight window. Like, if the guy is this close to you, I don't care if it's Joe Blow or Blow Joe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a tight window. He's playing with bad players. This guy, I legitimately wrote in his notes. Okay? Let me see. I legitimately wrote in his notes. Let me see. Where is it? Does this guy have 3 white receivers? That's what I wrote. They dropped the ball a lot. Nobody could separate on his entire team. He was throwing, tight window throw, tight window throw, tight window throw consistently. Nobody's really open. Let me go down the list. He looks small on tape. He looks like he's 6 foot, but he's actually 6'3". He has white boy swag. I put that too. He has white boy swag. He'll sell jerseys. I put, he's the only quarterback in the class with elite release and snap of the wrist. He has elite snap. Like when he throws the ball, I've seen a couple Tony Romo comparisons. That was something Tony Romo was known for, was that snap, that quick release. He's the only quarterback in the class with multiple arm angles, platform throwing ability, doesn't have to set, can throw with just his upper body accurately, does not need his lower body to be effective, which I could not say about Trevor Lawrence. I could not say about Justin Fields. And as much as I like Mac Jones, you can't say it as much about Mac Jones. Strongest arm, maybe. Most NFL throws effortlessly. Very good improv player. The best improv player by far in this class. Not even close. As a passer, it's not even close. Skill players sucked. Not a lot of speed. Drops, I put. What else? Fearless runner to the point that it's a negative. I put that. He's tough, but he's too tough. Like, he gets himself hit too often. He needs to learn to slide. He's very in control at the line of scrimmage. What else? He looks like he's 17, which I actually think hurts his draft stock. I think because he looks that way, people don't think he's like the best quarterback in the draft. And that's about it. Those are all my notes on Mr. Wilson. But yeah, guys, that's my number 1 quarterback. And quite honestly, he's obviously my number 1 quarterback. Like, it's pretty clear. It's not that close. Obviously, I have Mac Jones number 2. And I'll release the full list on Instagram. If you guys aren't already following us on Instagram, then make sure that you do follow us on Instagram at TheBottomLineView.